Okay, in this video we're going to talk about creating effects for our tracks that we're working on. And right now we've got our gravitational sounds from the previous videos, and also some nicely realistic programmed drums. And we're going to add in some music. So we want to put some effects on this to make the performance more interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into our browser and get an audio effect rack, and I'm going to put it on the master track right here. I like to keep a limiter on the master track just so that I don't have any clipping while I'm performing. Got our audio effect rack. So something I like to do is create a low pass filter for my tracks so that I can kind of dull things out. And I've done that by dropping an auto filter on our audio effect rack. We've got control over our filter, and I'll just play the track. So we're cutting out all the high frequencies with this control. Now, if you're in a live performance, it can be kind of tricky to navigate to this particular knob and then put this effect on. So we're going to do something that will save us a lot of time, make it a lot easier, which is map this frequency control to our macro in our audio effect rack. So if we just right click on that frequency knob, we get map to macro 1. I'm going to select that. And now we have control over that filter using this macro control. All right, let me turn the resonance up just a tad so we can hear that a little more. Now, one of the nice things about audio effect racks is that we can add more than one effect onto a single control. So I'm going to grab a reverb and put it right after our auto filter, and it will sound like this. Now, we don't want our reverb playing the entire time. I just want it to come on when our auto filter is engaged with our low pass filter. So I'm going to go click on the dry wet knob for this, and also map that to our first macro knob, which I've named low pass. And now what happens is that dry wet control over here is moving with the macro knob. Now, I don't want it to be at 100% when the knob is all the way to the right, when the filter is completely closed. So I'm going to go click on map, and I can change the dry wet and invert these values so that when the low pass control is all the way to the right and the filter is completely open, there's no reverb, but as I move it down, we introduce reverb, and that will sound like this. So we're getting some reverb as well as the filtering. What I might even do is I'm going to take the decay time on the reverb, and I'm also going to map that to macro 1. And I'm going to have this again also inverted so that we start out with a very short reverb and then we get to something much longer. Maybe not 60 seconds, we'll make it about 15 seconds. And this is what that will sound like. That's a great way to kind of wash out your tracks and create this nice kind of moving away feeling, as if you're leaving the building where the music is coming from. I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to create now a high pass filter. I'm going to go with our auto filter again and put this right after our reverb. And I'm going to change the filter from low pass to high pass. And I'm going to open that all the way. And I'm going to map the filter frequency to macro 2 now. Let's minimize our reverb and our low pass filter. So now as I turn this control, I'm removing the low frequency. So this sounds like this. It's basically the same effect, just in reverse. I'm going to rename that high pass. And I'm also going to throw in another effect for fun. We're going to throw in the ping pong delay right after the high pass filter. And I'm going to map the dry wet of the ping pong delay to the high pass control. And what we get here now, you'll see that my high pass filter is closing and my delay is opening. It sounds like this. So we've washed out the sound and we've got this nice delay going on. And now we've got easy access with our controller. If we need to filter something out and add the reverb, we've got that control right here. or we got our high pass right here. And this is a lot easier than digging inside all of these separate devices, and you can't turn two knobs at once. So this is a way to make your effects very accessible for your performances.